Wheels, stowage, weathering and finishing. Welcome back, guys. Nice to see you all again, and if you're new here, welcome. Just a short video this time, just finishing off this lovely little truck. So we'll start with the wheels. Now I just use pigments. They've got the rubber tyres, so it's quite difficult to paint, so I prefer to do it just with a dusty pigment, really. So I brush on quite heavy because this is in the desert. Just a light dusty coloured pigment all around the wheels, making sure to get it in amongst the treads, and really working it in so it sticks. You make sure you put some paper towel down because it is a really messy process. It goes everywhere. And make sure when you're done that you wash your fingers. She'll be putting dusty fingerprints everywhere. Work it in, and then obviously do all four wheels. You get to a stage where there's enough on the paper towel that you can use that rather than dipping into the pot every time. Once all nicely coated, I like to come in just with a cotton bud, and just clean the sidewalls and the contact points between the tyres and the road. It's not as important because the driving in dust, so it's going to get dusty. But I just like a bit of bare rubber around the surface. It just makes it look like the dust has got into the treads. So go all the way around. It's probably best not to do it in, yeah, that's better. Best not to do it in the pile of pigments on the paper towel. Just work your way around, and again do all four before the next step. And normally I would leave it like that, but for some reason on this one I thought it would be a good idea just to go around with a really thin wash of buff oil paint. And I mean there's hardly any paint in there at all, but I just thought it would seal the pigments a bit better, and it would provide another layer of dust, just to blend it in with what I planned for the rest of the truck. That really is it for the wheels. Not really much more to add. So let's move on to some stowage. Now I didn't really have a lot of stowage in my collection, but I did have some jerry cans. So I've repeated the chipping process that you saw me do before on the truck, and then some sort of rust effects as well. So just work my way around the jerry cans. These are all captured German jerry cans. I don't think it matters. It was just to fill a space in the back of the truck. So I found a few oil drums as well, which I've already chipped. These are all painted Dunkelgelb, and then chipped with the my normal chipping colour, German camouflage brown, black brown. I'm just going in with a sepia wash now, around all the raised parts. It can get quite messy because they're quite difficult to hold. But just working way around all the rings and the filling points, I went quite heavy with this, but I don't think it mattered. Once they're all done and then touch dry, come in with the odourless thinners and just blend all the sepia oil paint away, and then you get some nice shadows and stains. Just make them look really grimy. And again, work your way around. You're almost taking the oil paint completely away. It works really well. I just felt the truck needed a bit more dust, so I did mixed up some buff oil paint, and I've just gone around the bottom of the door and the horizontal surfaces really. And again, this was blended in with odourless thinners, really concentrating on where the dust would collect. So around the edges, as I said before, the horizontal surfaces, and I've done it so it's like a cloudy fade. I started off doing streaks, but that didn't really work. So I've come in and I've always taken the buff oil paint almost totally away, but it gives a really nice effect. There we go. You can see it coming together now. Just makes it dusty and weather worn and like it lives in the desert, which is what we want. That's about it. The stowage is a bit of kitchen sponge under a baby wipe. The tarpaulin I made using a piece of paper and VMS paper shaper, which is the first time I've used that, and that worked really well. Here are some photos of the finished thing. I hope you enjoy it. So there you go. Really enjoyed that one. It was a really nice kit. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Went together really well, and I think you'll agree it came out okay. Please join me again. Please like and subscribe. I've got something interesting coming up next, and please leave me some comments because it really does help the channel. See you again. Bye.